Wait, how about when the producer asked Angel if she considered Jassi a wag of a bench warmer and
My
she just
God,
starts laughing?
yeah,
That was not nice.
no,
This man is in the NFL. He's earned respect. And
that's right.
that's
He puts on
very
his uniform,
disrespectful. Yep.
whether he's sitting on that bench or he's going on the field, he's wearing that uniform.
And listen, that could be a week to week thing.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode number 4, Tropic Like It's Hot. Okay, we'll take it.
Trop, like TROP.
Yeah, like tropical, like tropics.
Yeah.
We start out where we kind of left off with the ladies in the Sprinter van on the way to the Preakness. And Kay is still arguing with Stacey. She's like, I'm done
everyone's
with Stacey.
telling Stacey she went too far saying chin checked. Meanwhile, everyone else on the cast has said chin checked within probably the past 24 hours. But
Yeah.
Stacey said it, so she's going too far, says Ashley.
Exactly. So they get to the racetrack and they all stop and they take a group photo. I thought this was weird. Then Kay, they're inside, and then Kay walks over and starts handing out $20 bills to the ladies if they shake their ass. She said she wasn't going to give one to Stacey, but she did wind up giving a $20 bill to Stacey.
That was Greg's money?
Yeah, that was Greg's money. I don't know. This whole thing is weird to me.
It's all weird.
So then Wendy says to Gizelle, like, why did you bring up my name to Angel? I've never met her before. I don't know her. I mean, is this Mariah Carey again?
I know.
I don't know her.
Oh my God. Because she acknowledged that she was her roommate's little sister, right? But maybe she didn't ever meet her.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think she acknowledged it. I think Angel said it, but I don't think Wendy ever said, I don't think Wendy ever admitted to it. But then she said, because then Giselle's like, well, you graduated before her. And Wendy's like, I don't think she graduated. And she's like, well, she would have been behind you. She's like, no, don't think she graduated.
She says she thinks something transpired and she left.
Right. Which, listen, if that's what happened, that's what happened. But like, why are you putting that out there, like, right off the bat?
Right. Because Giselle's like, well, she told me she graduated in 2009. Like, did she? Did she actually say to you, Gizelle, I graduated college in 2009?
Yeah.
Like, why would that even come up in conversation unless they were talking about the connection with Wendy?
Right. So Stacey takes her $20 and she put it in her purse because she's not gambling. She's like,
that's what I would do, Stacey. I'd go to the bar. I'd spend my money on alcohol.
And Ashley's been there 5 minutes and she already has a date.
What was that?
I don't know.
I don't know who that guy was, but that was like a moth to a flame.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So
then Stacey starts her questioning with Gizelle and asked her if she has a boyfriend. And Gizelle said, no, she's single. And then Gizelle said, well, Angel said she has somebody for me. And they're like, well, is he bald? And they're showing a picture of Jamal. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, and is he chocolate? And she's like, yeah, you had both.
And they showed Sherman. Remember Sherman? He seemed like a nice fit for her. I wonder what happened.
Yeah. I guess she likes bald men. I guess that's her thing.
I like bald men. That's my thing.
Me too. Got me a bald man.
Exactly. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a bald chocolate man either. I just don't have one of those.
Ashley calls out Tia for saying that it was rude that she was inviting some of the ladies and not the rest of them. And she's like, well, I said it tongue in cheek. And they're like, tongue in cheek? What's tongue in cheek? You've heard of tongue in cheek, haven't you?
Yeah, and of course, this is another flashback that we didn't see in the moment. Like, this would have been helpful to see in the moment because we would have said the same thing. Like, well, that was rude. And then it would have come up. Like, why hold on to that? I guess maybe they held on to it because Tia brought it up now. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like, did Ashley even know wait, was it Ashley? Yeah, right? It was
Yeah,
Ashley who was
Ashley.
inviting
Ashley
but
was
did
inviting
she even
others.
know Angel and Tia were there? Maybe she didn't know. Maybe she just thought it was Gizelle and Wendy when she called because she was on speakerphone. She was on the phone.
Yeah, I think she knew because they get a call sheet for the day.
Well, that's true. That's
They
true.
know where they know where everyone
That's true.
is, right?
And who they're with.
Right. And
Yeah.
but the
You're
the
right.
fact that yeah, they're like, "Well, that was shady." She's like, "No, it was tongue in cheek." And she's like, "I never heard of tongue in cheek." And Tia's like, "If I was going to say you were rude, I would say, you're rude. Like I already apologized. Like, I don't know why you're struggling with this." Ashley said, "I'm not struggling with anything." And Gizelle said, "Well, this is no longer tongue in cheek because now the two of them are going back and forth at each other over whether or not it's rude and what tongue in cheek is." I'm like, "This is so stupid."
It's so stupid. But Tia really broke the ice because she was like, I'm just disappointed because Giselle said that you were going to fancy me right away.
Yep. I loved how she
And
did that too.
me too. Me too. She's very classy, Tia. We like her.
I really
And
like
she's
Tia.
not going to play dirty. Like she's not going to get in the mud with them.
Those were even her words. She said it. If you want to keep digging, dig, but I'm not going to get dirty with you.
Yep. Yep.
She's a class act. I like Tia.
Me too.
Well, but you know what? I said that the first episode of Wendy too. I got to watch my words now.
I still like Wendy. And I'm waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a choice, do we?
No, we don't.
I am side-eyeing everything though now.
I mean, I feel like that's why I won't say like, I won't talk about any of their wealth anymore because this is the shit that happens, right? Like we think that we think that Eddie and Wendy got it like that. And now all of a sudden, allegedly, possibly, they're pulling off an insurance fraud scheme. It's like, well, then why the hell you got to do that if you got it like that because of Happy Eddie?
And the reason we think they got it like that is because she told us they got it like that.
Right.
Not because we said she needed to have it like that. She felt the need to put it out there.
Right. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to be on these shows, you should have it like that.
I don't
Like,
think so.
listen,
See, I disagree. I disagree with that. I do.
think so. I think that was the whole premise of the show. It's women who have wealth.
I like to
Like
see
Jen on OC. I like Jen on OC, but I don't know.
I like to see a mixture, to be quite honest with you. I like to see a mixture of, working women and, someone coming up, like they don't
Yeah,
all they
listen,
don't all start that way.
I'm not talking about someone who doesn't work and who sits home all day and just tells their staff what to do. I want to see women who, have their own businesses and are, working. But I don't know. I just feel like
I mean,
that's how it
when Beth
started.
think about New York when Bethany came
Yeah.
on.
No, you're right.
I mean, I like that she was around the Countess and she was around Ramona and she was around Sonia. I mean, those
Yeah.
people had money. She
I mean,
admits
listen,
she was broke.
even Lori Peterson, first season of OC, she was Vicky's assistant for crying
Right.
out loud.
Right.
So, yeah, you're right.
So then all of a sudden, we kind of knew it was coming. Jassi enters the room and she goes around the room kissing every single person there.
She
And
really had her moment.
yeah, she really did. And then she gets to Angel and she's like, "I don't officially know you, but nice to meet you." And Angel says, "Oh, yeah, we're a fellow wag here," which you know what that is, right?
Yes.
Wife and girlfriend of NFL players or professional athletes. 'Cause
Professional
it's not
athletes.
just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Because
Um,
it could be NBA or whatever.
yeah, it could be NBA, baseball, anything, any professional athlete. Um, And she's talking about her wedding planning and, how it's going with Darius. And Gizelle asked, is he staying in Dallas because he's still playing? And then Angela jumps in and said, "Oh, what's his position?" She said, "Oh, he's a linebacker." She said, "Well, what was Bobby's position?" And she said, "Oh, he was tackle. Bobby started for 10 years." Okay.
He was a 10-year starter.
Yep. 10-year starter. Because then all of a sudden the ladies start like shading her. Like she said he was a 10-year starter.
I
And
mean,
then
Jassi came back and said Darius is on year 7 starting.
Right.
So
This is his 7th year. Yeah.
I don't like this exchange though at all.
I don't
And I
either.
do
I don't
think
like it
Angel
either.
was trying to be shady.
Yeah. I'm not really liking Angel.
I'm totally on the fence with her.
Yeah. I wanted to like her, but I don't like the way she's moving right now.
Me neither.
The ladies go outside and they watch some races. I thought it was funny. They're yelling and screaming. And then Wendy's horse wins and she's like, I won $5. I was like, well, that was for $5.
Right. And then she's like, all right, this is the first lady. Everybody keep it classy, keep it classy. The woman literally comes up for 2 seconds, says hello to Wendy, and walks away. Did not want to be on camera, did not want to be on Real Housewives of Potomac. So
Nope,
this
she did
leads me
not.
to believe that maybe she didn't ask Wendy to host an event for her. Didn't Wendy say she asked her to host an event for
Yes,
her
that
at
is
the
what she
Preakness?
said. That is what
She
she said.
wasn't hosting an event for her because she barely even wanted to get close enough to the event to say hi.
Right. And if you notice, the event that she supposedly was hosting was like a big open tent with anybody could walk in it. And she
It
was calling it
looked
the Black-Eyed Susan something.
it looked like it was just like a VIP area.
Yes, that's what I thought.
I mean, I think that was just like a VIP area. Like maybe you could like pay, like when Lorianne and I got the cabanas over the summer in
Right.
Seaside. Like maybe
Right,
you could just
exactly,
pay a certain amount of
exactly.
money and get your own area. That's what
Right.
it looked like.
That's what it looked like to me too. What it
Mhm.
looked like to me too. Gosh, so then it comes up again about Kay said I was told that Stacey and Jassi had an issue with me that I wasn't made aware of. Wendy said, well, we had this whole conversation about who's going to be at the NAACP Awards. And I said, do you know if Kay's going? And you said, like, what does that mean?
Yeah, this was very confusing.
Jassi said Wendy was being messy. Jassi said, okay, I know you're going through a lot with Greg. To Kay, I don't want you to take it out on me. Kay said, well, now you're lying. Don't you be lying. You are marrying a man that had 2 kids on you. I'm like, oh, God, like, why are we doing this?
Yeah. I don't know if, I mean, do you think that this just basically comes down to Jassi being pissed that she didn't get a spot and Kay has a spot? And Jassi, I mean, honestly, she doesn't even seem like she has friend status at this point. I think
No, it
that
doesn't.
Stacey
It
just
doesn't.
did her a solid by bringing her on. I think that's what this comes down to. And she's going to just start throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks with Kay.
Yeah, but I think Gizelle is actually, I mean, Giselle's the one who's at,
Brought her on the trip and
yeah,
clearly made the whole trip about her. Yeah, for sure.
right, right. I mean, I think Stacey invited her to this event, but I don't get it. I really don't get it. Because
And I like Jassi. I liked her last season, but I don't like this mess at all.
no, I don't either. I don't either. There's like, because there's no reason for it, right? There's just no
There's
reason for it.
No. Kiana has no solid reason to have a beef with Wendy, so we're already dealing with that. Now we got like it's just Kay starting shit with Jassi, like or Jassi starting shit with Kay. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah. So then they're done with their whole thing at Preakness. And then we see 2 days later at 4 a.m., we see them at the airport. What were your thoughts on their airport attire?
I thought that they, for the most part, most of them looked comfortably dressed, appropriately dressed. I don't know how long their flight was, but yes, they were
I thought
appropriately
so too.
dressed.
Except for Ashley. She had on denim. I don't know why you would wear
Yeah,
denim.
I don't know why you would wear jeans on a plane, but I guess when
Yeah.
you're that skinny, it doesn't matter.
Probably not. Probably
I
not.
wouldn't be comfortable in jeans on a plane, but I'm not skinny, so.
So then we see Jassi shows up and we find out that Gizelle invited her. And then we also see that Jassi is sitting back in economy and everybody else is in first class. But I liked her attitude about it. She said, you know what? It's okay. Sitting in the back of the plane, the champagne tastes the same whether you're in the front of the plane or the back of the plane.
And if she was a last minute add on, maybe they
Right.
didn't have any first class seat. Like, who knows? And honestly, who cares?
Right. Then they arrive in St. Kitts by plane and they find out that they have to take a boat to get to Nevis because it's a little island and you can't, I guess, fly into it. I thought it was interesting that all the ladies get off the plane. I mean, I know that they were in the front and they're in the van waiting for Jassi, and they flash the time. It's 1:24 and they're still waiting for her. And Ashley's like, "Oh no, they just sent the cleaning crew in. Like, where is she? Everyone got off the plane."
So stupid, Ashley.
And then she doesn't actually get off the plane until 1:4. It took her another 20 minutes to get off the plane. I mean, I guess it was a bigger plane than I thought. Like, it doesn't
Yeah,
usually
I
take
mean,
that long.
that's no, I mean, you're standing on the plane for a while before you get off, all those people and getting their bags and yeah. But then
Yeah.
where did they take They were in the van, and then did they just get out of the van and go in the building, or no, the van took them to the building?
I think the van took them to the building because the building was the service. It was the yacht service lounge. So that's
Yeah.
where they were waiting to get on the boat.
Food looked good.
Yes, that food looked really good. And I mean, they had champagne and food and appetizers there waiting for them. I thought
Yeah,
that's nice.
really nice.
And then Ashley asked a dumb question if anyone has any goals or things that they'd like to achieve on this trip.
Yeah, like,
What?
what is she, Andy at the reunions?
I
Does
know.
anyone have any intentions for today?
Yeah. Angel says, "Well, I'd like to get to know everyone better, and I'd like everyone to have a chance to get to know me better." And then Stacey jumps in and is like, "Well, I reached out to you and gave her a warm welcome. Nobody did that for me, and you kind of gave me like a lukewarm reception,"
I
which
could totally see it.
I could see it too. Then Ashley acknowledges that it's difficult to go on your first trip without your kids and that the ladies are going to be there for Angel. And then this is where Gizelle announces, "I know I told you all to bring your slutty clothes because it's actually a bachelorette party for Jassi."
That
Are
came
you
out of
kidding me?
nowhere. She pulled that
And it
one out of her
means,
ass.
yeah.
Yeah, out of her ass, she pulled that one out.
And then what about when they come up to Angel, there's a problem for her going through customs because of the camouflage bag. First of all, I've never heard of that, but I'm not in international travel.
I never heard of it either, but if someone gave you clear instructions not to bring anything
Right.
camouflage, would you not bring anything camouflage? Like,
It
you're
made no
leaving our
sense.
country. You have no rights. You have nothing. You're going into another country with their laws and their rules. Follow them. Like, I'm just
I
a
did.
rule follower anyway, but I would
I
never
know.
go into someone else's country being told something and then not doing what they told me.
I didn't understand that. Like, why would she do that?
I don't know, unless maybe maybe somebody else packed for her. I don't know.
It was like her backpack. I mean, it wasn't like a big piece of luggage. It was like a small backpack.
Maybe she figured because it was inside. Well, no, it wasn't inside because then
It
they had to
wasn't
put it
inside.
inside Tia's bag.
Right. Right. Which I love that Tia was like, because Giselle's like, "Well, I have a trash bag. You can put your stuff in a trash bag." So Giselle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Tia opens up her luggage and she can fit the whole backpack in there. They're like, "Why do you have all that room?" And I get why you have that room, because if you're traveling and you want to buy stuff, you need room in your
Yeah.
luggage.
You got to bring it home.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Then it got weird again. So the ladies are all eating their appetizers, and all of a sudden Wendy says to Stacey, "Do you suck balls?" And Stacey said, "As in food?" Because there was an appetizer that was like balls. And
Yeah.
Wendy said, "No, like as in dick." I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. Like, why are you asking her that? It's like you saw how uncomfortable she was last year with the whole TJ and whatever. Like, why are we doing this?
It didn't make sense to me. And what also didn't make sense to me is that I thought Wendy and Stacey were in a good place. Like, that's what people have said, that they were the closest.
I think Wendy was just trying to be funny. I don't think she was trying to you think she
How
was
was that
trying to
funny?
I mean, I agree with you. It's
Yeah.
certainly not something I would ask someone.
Yeah, no, sir.
But
Me
I
neither.
really thought Wendy, and listen, I think by this time they were on their second or third bottle of champagne. So I
Okay.
thought Wendy was just trying to be funny. And I think Wendy and Stacey are still close because I didn't watch the whole thing, but Stacey was on Watch What Happens Live. And she did say that she went to see Wendy last week and she just,
Yeah.
wishes her well and, you know, wants everything to be okay for her. So I thought Wendy was
Yeah.
trying to be funny. I didn't think it was very funny, but I thought that's what her
No,
intention was.
no. So then they get on the boat, they meet Captain Alex, and he's going to take them over to the Four Seasons. It's also Wendy's birthday again.
Yeah. Another
So
trip for Wendy's birthday.
yep.
How about when Gizelle said that some of the ladies may or may not have wanted Jassi to come?
Yeah. And she was referring to Angel.
Yeah. Because Angel said, bring Charisse on the trip. I like her. She never said, or at least we didn't see, I'd rather Charisse come than Jassi.
Nope, she
We
didn't.
never saw her say that. All she said
No.
was, bring Charisse. I like her.
Right. And actually, after the whole blow up, T is the one who said, "Oh, I hope she's not coming on holiday with us." T is the one who said that. And nobody specifically said, don't.
Don't bring Jassi.
Right.
Right.
And Angel says, I honestly don't remember saying, don't bring Jassi. Kay said, the thing between Jassi and I is I'm not phony. What? I she's bringing Wendy into this now too. She's like, well, what you said about Wendy. So I think
Yeah,
that there
Jassi
is
said, "Don't say you're not phony after what you said about
said
Wendy."
about Wendy.
And she wouldn't, in her confessional, she's making all those faces like she won't say what it is. Just fucking say what it is then. You're gonna open your mouth, finish it.
And I think that that's what this whole thing comes down to. I think that there's something else that was said that we don't know.
Of
Because
course not.
even the producer asked Jassi, like, what did Kay say about Wendy? Like, do you care to reveal that? And she just picked up her drink and she drank it. She
Right.
didn't
Made
answer.
some stupid faces. Yeah.
Yeah. I
How
don't know.
about when how about when the producer asked Angel if she considered Jassi a wag of a bench warmer, and
My
she just
God,
starts laughing.
yeah.
That was not nice.
No.
This man is in the NFL. He's earned respect, and
That's right.
that's
He puts on
very
his uniform,
disrespectful. Yep.
whether he's sitting on that bench or he's going on the field, he's wearing that uniform.
And listen, that could be a week to week thing,
Absolutely. With
you
these
know?
injuries that happen in the NFL,
Exactly. So
one day
I
you could
didn't
be a
like
bench
that at
warmer,
all. Right.
next day you could be the hero of the team,
Yep. And I
a
think
rookie
that the
hero.
producer was being disrespectful, and I think Angel
Yeah.
was being disrespectful. For sure.
So in her confessional, Tia said, what is going on here? I'm so confused. I don't even know what language you're speaking.
Me neither, Tia. Me
I said
neither.
the exact same thing. Tia, I am there with you. I have no idea what they're talking about. I'm right there. I feel
What
like half the
Jassi was
audience.
saying, it's like she said she needs to fill in the blanks. She 100% needs to fill in the blanks. Or
Yeah.
don't say anything at all. Either say it or keep your mouth shut.
It's very confusing for the audience. We don't know
It's
what
very
you're talking
confusing.
about. We don't know what you're
Right.
talking about. And then once again, Giselle's like, okay, we're taking a timeout. Angel, you good with Jassi? I'm like, how does this happen? Like all of a sudden somebody decides like we're done, like we're just gonna move
Right.
on.
Right.
So she says yes. Wendy said, well, can I say something? And Gizelle said, can she finish? And Wendy said, no, because this is important. Me and Stacey talked about it, and we noticed when Jassi came into the Preakness that Angel, you started talking about how her husband was a 10-year starter, and then they bring that up again. I'm like, why is this important? Why? Because you want to bring down Angel and Kay. That's what this is about, but we don't know why. We don't know why you want to bring down Kay. We don't know what Kay,
Well,
what's...
it's got to have something to do with whatever Jassi knows that Kay said about Wendy.
Right.
Which
Right.
I can't even believe this is what we're talking about because it's middle school. This is middle school stuff.
100%. And then Kay and Jassi start going back at each other, back and forth, and then they're calling each other hoes, and I've never been a side chick. And I was like, oh my God. It's like...
And I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
I'm not buying that, Kay. And you shouldn't be selling it, girl.
Then all of a sudden, all the ladies are dancing and twerking on the boat, except for Kay and Angel. Did you notice that?
Yes. Yes.
I did like their greetings at the dock with those dancers and musicians.
Yeah.
Right?
That's when the girls from Atlanta got to where they went.
I know where you're talking about. I can't think of it. Yeah, Grenada. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like that.
So they get there. They find out there's 3 amazing villas for them to stay in. And we'll get back to that. They have the little pink carpets to arrive into the villas. Ashley and Gizelle are going to share a villa. I thought this was weird. Tia is staying across the way in the au pair suite because that's for British nannies, and she's British. What?
Yeah, I thought that was a little weird too. However, if I were Tia, I would be happy because as long as I have a bed and my own bathroom and I could be alone, I'm good.
Me too.
I'm good.
Me too. But I think it's a little odd too because she's a new housewife and you're putting her all by herself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
You
true.
know?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know.
I'm actually surprised Gizelle didn't put Stacey by herself, being that it
Yeah.
was Gizelle making these arrangements.
Yeah. Yeah, because the next villa is Wendy, you have the upstairs, and Stacey's with you, and you also have Jassi, and they're jumping for joy.
Yeah.
And the last 2 are Angel and Kay. They have a villa together.
They're really icing those 2 out, aren't they?
Yeah. And then they go and they all have their bathrobes with their names embroidered on them and their little cosmetic bags, except for Stacey, and little personalized notes. Come on. This is so middle school.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, did
Gizelle is
Jassi
such
have
an
one?
asshole. They all had them. Oh, yeah. Jassi got a beautiful, beautiful note from Jizzy. Yeah.
So Jassi was last minute, but she got an embroidered one and Stacey didn't. Like, that's so intentional. Give me a
Yeah.
break.
Yeah. I'm done with Gizelle. I really am. Fucking share something about your life, Gizelle. Bring
Yeah.
something to the table other than mess. Like, really, what do you have against Stacey? She's so much more likable. This is the thing. The more Gizelle does this asinine shit, immature shit, she's just making Stacey more and more likable.
I think that that's what it is. I think that she people like Stacey. For whatever reason, people like Stacey, especially the
Probably
viewers
because of the
because
way Giselle and Ashley are treating her.
yes, just like what's happening with Katie on OC, like people like the underdog. They don't like to see, people ganged
The
up
gang
on.
up.
They don't.
Right.
Yeah.
The gang up.
Mhm.
And Giselle, she's got the Vicky, Teresa, I'm the show.
Mhm.
They
Yep.
can't do it without me. She's got that mentality and she's wrong.
I agree. Even Gizelle and Ashley they're talking in the villa and they're talking about Tia and Angel's pictures on social media, how they look them up and they don't look anything like themselves.
It was horrible.
It really was. It
It was
really was.
horrible. They weren't saying it about Tia though, were they?
They mentioned both of them, but they were really focusing on Angel.
Angel. Yeah. I mean, listen, that first picture didn't look like her. However, it did look like a much thinner version of her.
A
So
younger
maybe
version of her.
right, maybe that was from years ago. But the
Well, she
other
said that.
pictures they show
Mhm.
definitely looked like her.
Yeah, I thought
Definitely
so
looked like
too.
her.
I thought so too. Wendy said that she's been on the receiving end of Giselle's darkness before.
Yes,
She
she
tells
has.
Stacey that. Angel's talking to Kay and saying how rude it was that Wendy didn't say anything to me when she saw me at the airport. So Wendy's still maintaining that she doesn't know Angel. Like, she didn't even acknowledge her, which is a little weird. I mean, you are
But
going on a girls' trip together?
she said nobody acknowledged her, and then they show everyone giving her a hug and a kiss when she got there. Did I not see that right?
But she was talking about Wendy specifically. Wendy did not say anything to her.
She really didn't?
No. No, she didn't. Other
That's
people
weird.
did. Other people did, but Wendy didn't.
You know what is so funny? Do you remember when Wendy first came on the show and made it seem like she and Karen knew each other? And Karen was like, I don't know her. This is like full circle
Mhm.
because they had been on a committee together or something, like some charity event. And Karen was like, I don't know her. And it's so funny.
So then they're all getting ready for dinner. Angel says she's going to have to pump before dinner. Tia calls her daughter Alexis because it's her 14th birthday. I thought the conversation she had with her son Nathaniel was so cute.
Oh my gosh, that was she handled that so well. I would have been like,
She
shut
did.
up.
Yeah, he
I
wants to
want to
be
be
adopted.
adopted. He seems
I
so
love that.
cute. He's so outnumbered in that house.
Poor little guy.
Yeah.
But I will say, when Ashley came out with that dress that she was wearing, what the hell was that?
I wasn't a fan of that dress because I just don't like, I don't, it's just too big. Like to me, it's too
She's
big. I
too
mean, I guess
tiny.
it's art. Yeah. I mean,
She's
I
too
guess it
tiny
was,
to pull, like,
I'm
actually,
sure it's
honestly,
couture or something,
Stacey
but
Stacey could have pulled it off because she's so much taller.
Stacey
And
could have pulled
Ashley's
it
not.
off.
Yes, it just didn't work for her.
Yeah, no, you're totally right.
Then the ladies are all sitting at the dinner table, and they all place their orders, and Ashley had to go to the bathroom, and then Jassi went with her.
Yeah.
And then Stacey starts talking about Takei, like, I didn't really know I don't really talk to you that much. I didn't really know that you and Greg were back together. And which was weird because she was at her house for the Preakness and she was talking to Greg. I mean, unless that's what she was referring to. Like,
I
she
think
didn't know
that's
it
what she
prior to
meant,
that.
like that sparked the thought in her head, like, "Oh, they must be back
Okay.
together." Yeah.
Yeah. Stacey seemed like, she was genuinely happy that they were back together. And then Tia brings up, I feel like I've never seen you two speak, Angel and Wendy. I'm like, "Oh, why would she say that?"
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
that,
know.
unless, I feel like that was totally produced.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody had to say it, so why not it be Tia, the new girl?
But why put Tia into that mess?
Gizelle did bring her on the show, so maybe Gizelle told her to ask.
Probably. That's probably it.
Mm-hmm.
So she mentions that you said you went to school together, and Angel said, well, she feels like she was attacked by Wendy. And Wendy said, I don't think you can use verbiage and say I attacked you. Certain terms to weaponize anything I do or say and try and villainize me. So again, that's my position. I was like, wait, what?
These women throw around the word attack so much. And on other franchises, we have seen how this has turned out. Remember when Dorit said to Garcelle she attacked her and what that turned into? It's interesting to me that these women are throwing this word attack around so much.
Yeah.
I will give Gizelle this. She can be fucking funny. When she brought up the pictures of Angel and said she felt like she was catfished,
Oh my God.
I almost fell off my chair. I love that show Catfish on MTV, which I think it's going off now, but I laughed so hard. That was funny.
And that's when Angel said, well, it's a picture I took a little while ago. I just reposted it. It's not like I just And I don't know. And Tia's like, she just had a baby 19 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So of course she's going to look
had my
different.
baby weight 18 years ago.
There you go. Giselle's like, that picture's not filtered. That picture's not you. I'm like, of course the picture's her.
It's her. It's her. It's just a very thin picture of her. And maybe she had like, maybe it was an event, maybe it was a photo shoot. She had heavy contouring on her face. Like, we see what people do with contouring.
Oh, yeah. Angel in her confessional says, there's some ladies at the table laughing along with Gizelle, like, but half these women at this table are running to the operating table to make themselves look better instead of an Instagram. And no, she's not wrong. She's absolutely not wrong. I mean, don't you remember when Wendy had the party after her surgery?
Yeah.
We got to meet them.
Something and Ness. I forget what she named
Happy
them.
and Ness. Happiness.
Happy and Ness. Yep.
That's right. And then they're arguing back and forth about the pictures. They're all jumping in at this point. Ashley's jumping in. Stacey's jumping in.
And then Wendy brings up that Stacey had no name on her robe.
Right.
And Ashley's sitting in the corner laughing.
Yep. Yeah.
Ashley was sitting there laughing.
And Wendy is saying, Gizelle is telling you that the person you report yourself to be in person is not the person that you are portraying. And she's literally pointing her finger in her face, like very in your face, literally in your face. And I was like, that is not right. Like, that is not right.
Yep.
It was just demeaning. It was very demeaning the way she was speaking to her.
Yep.
And then once again, Giselle's like, okay, you're all good?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And Stacey asks Gizelle about her man.
Yeah, and then she brings up his name. And Gizelle admitted that she's been out with him more than once. But listen, just because she's been out with him a couple times doesn't mean it's her boyfriend.
No, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
And I understand what Stacey's saying, like, because they were coming so hard at her last year for TJ. But you brought TJ on the show. He was filming with you, and you were.
Right.
It was
totally
weird.
Different. Yeah,
and it was weird to watch. It was very cringy. It was very uncomfortable. So, at least Giselle's not doing that. Listen, let's just be thankful she doesn't have some fake ass relationship on this season like she did with her ex-husband.
Right. And then Ashley gives the lowdown on him. She was there when she met him at a birthday party, and, he's wearing a Fendi sweater. And, Gizelle loves a man with designer clothes, and he's very intellectual. And then Jassi asks, who at this table has been on a date with an NFL player? And that's when they bring up
a setup, if I've ever seen one.
100%. 100%.
So Jassi is Gizelle and Ashley's employee at this point.
Right. And that's why she's there.
Yeah, that's why she's there.
So they can bring up the Chris Samuels and Monique.
Stacey did look
surprised.
Very surprised that came up.
She did look surprised.
It did not seem that Stacey knew that this was going to be a topic of conversation.
Yeah, she definitely looked surprised. Did you see on social media the receipts that were put out by TJ?
No.
It's not an actual receipt, but what it is a one-page document that appears to be signed by Stacey saying that she will...
The thing that Gina sent us. I think
was that where it was? You don't think it's real?
No. If you're entering into an agreement, and it says, I, Stacey, blah, 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 enter into an agreement with so-and-so, but they both have to sign it.
Yeah.
There's one signature on that.
Yeah. The interesting thing is that, and again, we're only getting what she saw. Ashley said that it had her salary listed on the court filing that she saw that the friend showed her when they were at that
Mhm.
luncheon together,
Yeah.
and nobody else would have known that information. But I'm like, "Well, how do you know that that's information?"
Yeah, I don't believe a word that comes out of Ashley's mouth.
No, I guess you're right.
And the other thing with the Melissa and Wendy connection, I don't believe that either. That
Melissa
Wendy Gorga.
what Melissa
That
and Wendy
thing I
connection?
think you sent it today.
No, no, Gina sent it and I couldn't open it. I couldn't even open it.
Gina sent it. Okay. So it's alleging that,
It was just a picture. I couldn't even open it.
like, not saying that Melissa was guilty of anything. That this is all alleged. This is all alleged. I don't even believe it. It's something like there's like a bigger thing going on, and Melissa put Wendy in contact with certain people of wealth. And it's not very clear. I don't believe it for a second, quite honestly. To me, it looks like something Louis put out, made up and put out, but it was uh-uh.
Not real. Okay.
No,
Probably not. I mean, I can't imagine. I just
no,
can't imagine she's got time for that. I mean,
no,
she's so busy
exactly.
with her sprinkle cookies and her sprinkle crumb cake empire and
I
her
mean,
envy.
do we really think that Melissa and Wendy are that close all of a sudden where she's giving her, like, content, you know what I mean? I know these
No,
housewives do
no,
stuff for each other, help each other out with glam and stuff like that, but, I mean, I
I don't think
think
so.
it's all bullshit.
I do too. I do too. All right. So the question is, do we want to continue talking about if Kay, no, not Kay, if Angel and Wendy really know each other?
Yeah, like, do we really care at this point?
No, we don't. I don't care.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's not relevant to the story.
No. And I don't even care if Angel graduated from college or not. Like,
I don't
listen,
either.
you are married to a very, very handsome man who happens to be an ex-NFL player. You clearly are happy and doing well, and you have beautiful, healthy children. Does it really matter if she graduated college at this point?
No, does not.
Right. Right.
Doesn't matter to me.
Me neither.
Yeah. All right. So until next time, thank you for watching and listening. Please subscribe and give us 5-star reviews. Bye.
Bye.